everyone! สวัสดีค่ะ I'm Sandy and welcome back to my channel. Yay! Today's video is gonna be very special because we have our guest, and today's video is gonna be about the different environments for practicing English. And because there are so many different environments, that's why I invite our special guest speakers today. So please welcome AA and Regina.
Hi, my name is AA. I am currently at Beck. I am Sandy's and Dina friend. Today I will be talking from my experience of studying in non-English speaking environment of entire school, and I hope you guys enjoy this video along with us.
Hello, I'm Regina and I'm Sandy's friend from BC Thammasat. And I was also a guest in one of Sandy's video, and the video was about some very useful tips and tricks about interview questions. And today I'll be sharing my opinions from the perspective of someone growing up in English speaking environment.
Today's video, as I said, is going to be about the different environments for English improvement. The different environments we're going to talk about today are three of them. The first one is going to be the bilingual or practicing at home, which the person who's going to talk about it is me. The second one is the international environment, like the international school where they all speak English. And the person who's going to be talking about is Regina. The last environment is going to be non-English speaking environment, or basically like a Thai program or a Thai school, which is AA. Today's video is going to be in a discussion style. We're going to have many discussion topics or questions that each of us is going to answer differently from our experience and perspective. The first discussion topic or question is, what's the most important English skill for improving English?
From my perspective, I think it is speaking skills, due to the fact that it is the skill that I'm most likely to use while you have the communications among the native or the foreigner, or even someone asks you for help. Based on my experience in the non-English speaking environment, since my conditions does not lead me to be able to have English communication, but I still think that it is the more necessary one. So I would like to bring up some situations that happened to me. I met some groups of foreigners who got lost, and I can guide them during that time. Then I realized that speaking is still important. Just keep practicing, keep speaking to open your own opportunities.
The most important English skill is speaking. My dad has been teaching me English through speaking with me since I was 3 years old. We're still doing it every day, which I believe that speaking is the key factor that helped me and my dad become a lot better at English. When you actually speak, you tend to be able to use it in so many social contexts, like at home, formal social contexts, or the informal ones, which means you're gonna get so many new vocabularies that you never know before.
I agree with both of you actually, simply because I think speaking is by far the most used skill. So I think to improve your English, starting with speaking is quite a good decision because everything will kind of go smoothly after. Yeah.
Next, we would like each of us to tell the audience about our environments, which is going to be the non-English speaking environment by AA, bilingual environment by me, and then lastly, the international environment or the English speaking environment by Regina. So I believe that the bilingual environment naturally improves my English skills to a certain level, but it's not that high. Then I always remind myself to be very self-driven, that I need to practice English by my own, by myself, whether I can speak by myself, like speak with myself alone, or ordering food in English, watching movies in English.
In terms of people who study in a non-English speaking environment, we are intensively studying in grammar. It would be hard if we have to apply it in daily life. especially the speaking skills, because in the class of Thai program, we did not practice speaking at all. We have to apply English in your daily life as much as we can, such as the applications that you used, the movie that you watch, or the menu that you order.
My environment, I believe it's quite self-explanatory. Students were also required to use English as a language of communication in classes. So it's basically doing practices every day. It's kind of like coded in your mind, and you somehow learn to do it fluently. It could be very pressuring for people who aren't very confident. Apart from that, I think learning English speaking environment is indeed effective and guaranteed by me.
The third one is accent important? Accent is important, but it's not super important that you need to change or force your accent into something else. If your accent sounds natural when you speak, then I think that's okay. Then just stick with it. But it also depends on your goal. If you want to study abroad in London, then maybe you need to practice your British accent. So it depends on the people and also on the goals.
It's very important because you are learning a language that is international. So your accent should also be international. Accents are very important in terms of to deliver the right messages and to convey your mind. You should aim for the best. And yeah, I think it's important.
Accent is quite important because when you have a conversation with a native speaker, the accent would make your sentence easier to understand. Most of the accent depends on what surrounds you or what you got influence from. It could be American, it could be British, or it could be Australians. So I would like to share some tips about practice the accent. Is when you watch the movies or the videos from the native that you like, you have to pause the clip, play back the video, and then repeat the same sentence as they said. I think this tip would help you to speak more naturally.
The fourth question is grammar important?
Even though I am the student in a non-English environment, which intensely study in grammar, but I still think that it's not important. If you have to speak in daily life or when you travel, I think it's not important. But if you have a speech or public speaking, I think it would be quite important. Whenever I have to speak, I mainly focus on my message. It is about the vocab that I use, but it's not the grammar.
Grammar is important, but only for you to learn it and to use it, not memorizing and remembering it. I remember this from a professor. She said that students who came from international school program would struggle this class because they kind of use English automatically. So grammar is very important for you to learn it and use it until it's natural to learn it. Please learn grammar.
Grammar is not a priority because apparently when I speak and when everyone is listening, they can understand me even though I'm not having a perfect grammar at all. However, I think grammar is a very nice asset to have in your speaking, your writing, reading, and listening. It depends on you. If you just want to be able to communicate, then maybe you don't need that much. But if you want to go further, you want to be a public speaker, then do learn grammar. The last question is, how do each of you or each of us become fluent?
It's kind of obvious because I studied in English-speaking environment. The accent and stuff is absorbed through schools, but you need to also work on yourself as well. I watch movies in English and with English subs. I also set my phones, computers in English language. So I think that also helps me, absorbs and kind of learn it every day without even realizing it.
Everything takes time, as well as becoming fluent. The best way to learn English is to face the real situation, to have an interaction with a native or someone who close to you. So if you want to be able to communicate in English, I would recommend you guys to start to speak, and it's going to be improved.
I speak with my dad every day because it's not going to stick to your memory if you don't speak. Even when I'm reading, I also need to read out loud or like making YouTube videos in English. although I'm Thai, but I decided to do it in English because I want to create more chances for myself to speak more English as much as possible. I would like to thank our two guest speakers again. Thank you so much for coming to our video. Yay.
Yeah, thank you, Sandy.
Yeah, thank you so much, AA and Gina. And also, if you have time, don't forget to check out my other videos here. So that's it for today. Bye!